Hey yo, what's good, bruh? Yo, I was supposed to drop a video, my first video like this a while ago. I ain't even gonna lie. Like a few months ago, I had a video like this, and it was gonna be like how Cardi's influence on the underground is, and and how people are biting his swag and all that, his style. I didn't really get to finish the editing on it, but I'm gonna try something. So like after I tend to make this and I put this out, I'm gonna see if I could get that one out. But that was supposed to be like my first video coming into this commentating stuff. I'm trying to start doing more of this shit. I want to pop my YouTube a little more. I want to see if I can focus on the YouTube with the music at the same time, but that's we'll talk more about this at the end of the video. So today what we here to talk about is we're gonna talk about people's expectations in music and what you think your expectation in music is, whether you're an artist, producer, engineer, whatever the case is. What your expectations in music should be and what you should not expect, what you should expect. Don't set too high expectations and have your standards lowered, as well as not to expect things you're probably gonna get in your music career or what you think is gonna happen, but all that yapper, we're gonna start off with what few things you should expect. But I already got like 3 topics of what we're gonna talk about, so we're gonna get to the 3 topics first of what So first, when it comes to music, you gotta have patience with it. You can't just expect, when you drop your new single or your song, you can't just expect that shit to blow up in like the first 24 hours. Like you'll drop it and then you'll look at your Spotify for artist stats and you'll see, wait a minute, it's not getting the views I expected it to get. So you'll post it on your Instagram story another time and the same people will view it again. No likes on the story. I wonder why they're not liking this. Why ain't they liking my story? Why ain't they tuning in? The song has 5 plays on Spotify. You posted it twice on Instagram. What do you expect? You gotta wait. Yes, you can post it again on your Instagram story, but not back to back same days. The song has 5 plays. You gotta wait. You just dropped it. And even at that, you're only promoting on Instagram, which that also comes in. So where you need a promo at. And I could talk about this in another video about promoing, but this is an expectation video where what you're supposed to expect and what you're not supposed to expect. So we'll add that in here. So when it comes to you promoting your music, you want to make sure you're promoting it in the right areas. Now I can't give too much sauce, but I'm gonna give y'all some tips, since I know I be pulling some decent numbers at least. I'd say decent to good numbers, but if you want to pull an instant 1,000 on SoundCloud at least, we'll talk about this SoundCloud wise. First, what you're gonna want to do is don't spam everyone's DMs on Instagram talking about go fuck with the song, go like the song, go run this up. Because I'm telling you, they're gonna ignore you. They're gonna, 1, either literally like ignore the message, 2, they're gonna block you, or 3, they're not even gonna look at it. They're just gonna leave you undelivered looking stupid. So don't go on Instagram sending it out to everybody. Same thing goes for Discord. Don't go sending your music out to everybody on Discord expecting them to like and comment. I mean, the least you could do is y'all could each mess with each other's songs, but that's not really the method because that would kind of mess your algorithm up. But I'm gonna say is, yes, go in Discord calls, go in other Discord servers that your availability in, and like this goes in with another thing of expectations too, but it's more so promo. Like, connect with other artists, get your connections up, and then when you get your connections up, tap them in with your music, get them to tap in. They'll probably get you to tap in back, but that's okay, because one of your connections could end up be a big connection to where they have placements to the mainstream. So it's like, obviously you're gonna want that. I want to say use your peers. No, don't use your peers, because you should know better than that. Like, what I be doing, I can't even give the sauce, but I'll just say a little. What I just be doing, simply, I'm not gonna lie, like, yeah, Like, I don't go in other courts though. I don't do that. I don't go sending my stuff. Sometimes I'll send it out to people, but that's people like who I know who will tap in. If you know people who will tap in, then yeah, duh, obviously send it to them. But don't spam it. Don't spam it everywhere. Don't post it on your Instagram story 3 times, you know, and like, you know, all that, like, because they're gonna ignore you. And there's with SoundCloud too. What you also got to do is use the Artist Pro method. I'm telling you, that works. What you got to do with the Artist Pro method is you literally simply have to like amplify the track, send it to people who you can send out to on SoundCloud messages. Because I didn't realize that, and once I realized that, that put me on, and I just started, like, you can really spam people with that. Like, you kind of can, just don't do it too much because you might get banned. But when I did that, I noticed a jump in my plays and likes and all that. But don't do it to where it seems like it's bots, because part of it won't be unless you're doing it wrong. Because then I actually started to gain a fan base out doing that. But that's the promo method that I got right there. I can't spill too much sauce. But next, that ties into patience too. But next, I want to also say is, if you try to set your expectations too high on how long it's going to take for you to blow up, you know, like, you're not going to blow up in the first year you make music. Shoot, even if you're making beats, you're not going to blow up in the first so-and-so span of you slapping drums on, you know. Say you're really good at producing when you first start. Okay, that's good. But you're not going to instantly blow up, because you need to build connections. You got to build promo. You got to build the space and time to where, you know, you have everything set out for you. So then you can start making moves. You know, like, you don't even know what you're going to be doing first when you first pop out. Like, you know, what are your plans going to be? What is your next move going to be? Because then you might just fall back down, like Trippie Redd. Trippie Redd fell back up and fell back down. And you know why? Because it was too much for him. He was so big that he just, you know, he flopped back down to the underground. He was mainstream at one point. He even had a song with Playboi Carti. And now it's like, this dude, like, he's not pulling the numbers he used to pull. Now I'm trying to make this video as short as possible, because I don't want to, the editing process is going to be long, but we going to get into, you know, the next thing also. Which the next thing is really the last thing, and it's like, use your patience, use all of that, use that for motivation. Like, you're not going to blow up in a span of like a day or a year. It's been some rappers who've even taken like 10 years to blow up, you know. Like, with these underground rappers that be popping up so fast, they obviously have connections, and they've had the knowledge and all that. They have people who can obviously help them go up even faster, and they tend to do really good. And, you know, maybe so and so, but they might not last that long because they didn't put time and the effort into the music. How we're putting the time and effort, the grind. But don't rush, you know, don't rush your art, because art takes time. Art takes a lot of time. Just like how a drawing, you know, like, if you're taking time to draw something and you want it to be perfect as possible, you don't want to rush it. You don't want to make it look sloppy. You don't want to have sloppy art. You want your art to be perfect. Not everything is perfect in life, but you just want it to be as good and presentable as possible to the public. But when it comes to blowing up, it takes time, it takes effort, it takes faith, and you just gotta wait. And I'm not just saying stuff, you know, to be like, oh, this, that, magical, blah, blah, blah. No. God, this, that. For an example, we have rappers like Ian, Che, especially Che. Che's been rapping since like 2020. And he's now really popping like crazy because he did the clone method now. And it's like with these underground rappers, they see what somebody does and they do it. They all go follow. It's like monkey see, monkey do. I can't sit here and act like I didn't do the same. But it's like, I was taking notes. I was trying to realize, is this really the method? And no, / yes. It's 50-50 sometimes. It's whoever can really do it first and do it right. I've been around so many people who've blown up off of doing stuff that other people have done, and it's like, it's the same people who blow up off other people who do the same stuff. Raining LOL.
This nigga is trash.
Hail Monte, like all like I could keep going on with the clone people, but prod wise too, I mean it's kind of similar, but that's different. As a prod, it should be more easier to go up because it's like as long as with like being a prod, you just have to get connections, and if you get connections, you're good. You know, make your beats, make your loops, send them out, and you're chilling. But yeah, that's really all I gotta say. I ain't trying to make the video too long. We might make a part 2 or whatever. But I'm gonna actually try and get this video out. This editing process is gonna be long, I'm already knowing. And you know, that Che clone video, that was my first video, and I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna get that one out so you can see. I'm gonna try and lock in with the YouTube, focus on uploading more. And I got a prod tape and a tape coming up soon, you know. I'm locking in with the music and all that. I'm locking in with everything. I'm actually returning back to everything, and I'm really locked in now. Not gonna try and make this outro too long either, but you know, I hope y'all having a great day, great night, you know, whenever y'all are watching this. And I'm gonna see y'all next time whenever the next video's gonna be.
That bitch won't go bend for bend. Bitch, I'ma hop right out that Benz. Bitch, I'ma hop right out that Benz.